Guys, welcome to another of my live videos, and today I'm just going to be officially updating you on some more current latest news. So reportedly now, some more transfer rumours now have updated about Manchester United now in the current process, and this now is regarding the topic of development I'm going to be discussing with you today is about Willian from Chelsea, because he's another player that Jose Mourinho reportedly now has showed an interest in. He can play as an attacking mid and he can play as a winger as well, because we know that Jose Mourinho's in search for a winger and he's been interested in quite a few wingers as Jose Mourinho. And reportedly Willian has come out and he is reportedly linked with a move to Manchester United as Willian, because he's reportedly frustrated with a lack of game time he is getting Willian, especially under Conte, since he's been appointed Chelsea manager. Willian's been frustrated, with the lack of game time he's been getting. And this season, he's only started 6 Premier League games as Willian for Chelsea. And all in all, in the Premier League, because he has been at Chelsea since 2013. All in all, in the Premier League, he's made about 141 appearances, scored 19 goals for Chelsea as well. But he's hard, he's hard working, he's skillful, he's creative, he's good at physically going around defenders. His passing ability is very, very good. Also very, very agile. Also, good at operating space. Also, he's a fantastic playmaker. Is Willian for Chelsea as well. He's made about 141 appearances. He's made about 141 appearances, scored 19 goals for Chelsea, in the Premier League. This is his 5th season now in the process with Chelsea as well. But he's skillful, he's tenacious, he's very, very creative indeed, and he's a very, very good player. And I think, there'd been talks back in August that Manchester United were interested in him. Also, Jose Mourinho has worked with Willian in the past as well during his time with Chelsea. Jose Mourinho, but with Chelsea, Willian has won the Premier League with them. He's won the League Cup with them, as we all know. And he used to be at Shakhtar Donetsk as well. He had 6 fantastic years with Shakhtar Donetsk as well. The player, I think he was there from 2007 to 2013. 6 fantastic years there. He won 5 Ukraine. I think he won 5 Ukraine Premier League titles, won Ukraine Cup, and won quite a few Ukraine Super Cups as well with Shakhtar Donetsk, and also won the UEFA Cup with Shakhtar Donetsk as well. And then Chelsea purchased him. I think it went to another team after that, and then Chelsea purchased him for £30 million back in 2013 as well. But he can play as an attacking mid, he can play as a winger as well, can the player, and also made his international debut in 2011 for Brazil as well. I think he's earned about 49 caps as a Willian for Chelsea, but reportedly he's been linked to a move away now due to that. He's frustrated with the lack of game time he has been, receiving under Conte, and especially, this season as well. He's only started 6 Premier League games. So we know Chelsea, we know Conte, was frustrated with their lack of investment in the window. He wanted to get quite a few more players in, did Conte, but Chelsea could still see a couple of their players possibly leave as well. And it wasn't long ago, there was talks about David Luiz as well. He reportedly, wasn't satisfied with Conte, and it did reportedly suggest out that David Luiz and Conte had the bust up, and it suggested out that them two had a fallout as well, did Conte and David Luiz, basically because David Luiz, was angry that he was dropped for their game against us, which was the Chelsea-Manchester United game. But David Luiz, as I said, he's another good player because he can play as defensive mid, he can play as a centre-back as well, and Jose Mourinho also used to, work with David Luiz as well. That was in the press the other day, and if Chelsea are preparing to offload him, I think Chelsea may recommend that they want around the £34 million mark that they paid for him from PSG, back in 2016 as well. But obviously he was at Chelsea before Paris Saint-Germain, but then Paris Saint-Germain had got him a couple of years, and then Chelsea has obviously had repurchased him and re-got him back as well. But David Luiz, very, very good. He made his international debut in 2010. He was part of the squad who won the 2013 Confederations Cup with Brazil as well. Reached semi-finals of 2014 FIFA World Cup as well. David Luiz in the Premier League has made 122 appearances. And scored 8 goals. He's got experience of playing in France as David Luiz. Also experience of playing in Portugal with Benfica as well when he was very, very good there. He'd spent about 3-4 seasons with Benfica. And then he went to Chelsea, for about 3 years, something like that. And then, what he's won, with Chelsea, though, he won the Premier League with them now. He's won the UEFA Champions League with them, as we all know. FA Cup, Europa League, as we all know. And then PSG had bought him in 2014 for £50 million, you know, the world's highest fee for the defender at that moment in time. But yeah, David Luiz is a very, very good player, and I'm a big admirer of the player as well. But reportedly, it's come out about Willian recently. You know, he has been linked with a move to Manchester United, and so too has David Luiz as well the other day. That said in the press as well. So is that possibly two Chelsea players that could leave Chelsea? You know, maybe in January, possibly. You know, who knows? Who knows? It could possibly happen as well, because Jose Mourinho's in search for quite a few players, as we all know, in the process, because obviously he's still looking to strengthen that wing position, because we still need, you know, a player that can put balls into the box, cross balls into the box. Presumably still need a left back, you know, definitely, you know, especially, you know, if Luke Shaw leaves the club, which I presume he will. But obviously, as I said earlier on in my, my video, the board have promised Jose Mourinho that Man U, basically, that we will sign another we will sign 3 Galactico signings, basically, you know, to risk Jose Mourinho leaving Manchester United, because we know he spent 300 million, you know, in 3 transfer windows, as we all know. About 300 million free transfer. His second season process, he's got a 3-year contract. His current deal expires in 2019, so it's Jose Mourinho. But we know he's been linked to a move to PSG, as we all know. I don't think he got a PSG. We know George Mendes, who is Jose Mourinho's agent, the other week it reported he had been in talks with Paris Saint-Germain over this as well. But I don't see Jose Mourinho leaving, in my opinion. But yes, as I said, Jose Mourinho's had quite a few players on his radar. We know that Jose Mourinho missed out on quite a few targets, as we all know, back in August. So he's trying to get at least another couple more signings in, possibly, you know, in the January transfer window as well. But wait there. But as it did reportedly say, basically, as I said earlier on, what did I say? It said Man United are willing to put now, and Ed Woodward were planning to put £136 million in for the pursuit of Griezmann and for the pursuit of Gareth Bale as well. And this was actually uploaded in the press yesterday, because obviously Jose Mourinho's still looking to strengthen the flanks up, and he's still possibly looking, you know, to add another attacker in the mix with the likes of Martial, Rashford, you know, and Romelu Lukaku and all that, and you know. This is what Jose Mourinho's looking to do, and as I said about Griezmann, because he's also, his versatility is very, very good. He's a good attacking player. He's distinctive in his play. He's creative. He's a fantastic playmaker. And leads the lines. He's an efficient finisher, and that's what we need. That finished product. Lukaku's got it, but Griezmann, as we all know, is arguably better than Romelu Lukaku. But he's a fantastic number 7. We've had that number 7 vacant for quite a while. You know, we wouldn't want to keep it vacant from a commercial point of view. You know, that number 7. We haven't had a good number 7 basically, you know, since basically the Cristiano Ronaldo days, as I said. But reportedly, Man United are willing to put £136 million in for Griezmann and for Gareth Bale as well. So, as we all know, Griezmann, as we all know, estimated 6 out of 10 he did want to come to Manchester United. And he did say, and he reportedly told his teammates that he did regret the decision that he did not join Manchester United, Anton Griezmann. But I think he had that guilty consciousness, basically, due to Atletico Madrid's transfer ban. They couldn't find an alternative replacement for Griezmann. We know that Diego Costa is now at Atletico Madrid. Well, he's going to be playing for Atletico Madrid in January, as we all know, Diego Costa. And I think Griezmann has confirmed this could be, you know, this is going to be his last season. Possibly, you know, with Atletico Madrid. Maybe Manchester United could even make a move for Griezmann in the January window, but I think he's got a release clause of around £86 million as Anton Griezmann. He's under contract with Atletico Madrid until 2021, as we all know, is Antoine Griezmann in the current process. But as I'm saying now, it also said in the press the other day that Manchester City were interested in him. It said Pep Guardiola had discussions with Griezmann. Man City had made contact with Atletico Madrid as well in the current process. And it also did say the other day, reports stem from France and the Spanish press had actually reported that Griezmann had agreed a deal in principle to actually join Barcelona, because Barcelona have got quite a few players on the radar. I'd still say Coutinho's their main priority target, but they've still got quite a few alternatives as well on their radar. You know, Griezmann's one of them. Now reportedly Ozil's one of them, as I explained to you earlier on my last video as well. But yeah, Griezmann would be fantastic, Manchester United. As we all know, he's struggled this season, with Atletico Madrid. I think this is like his 4th season now in the process with Atletico Madrid. He's got a lot of experience in Spain as Anton Griezmann. Man United have approached Griezmann's representatives basically in the current process, and I think he's a very, very good player. And as I said, with Atletico Madrid, he scored 28 goals in La Liga last season. Very, very impressive indeed. Hasn't been his best this season for Atletico Madrid as Antoine Griezmann, and we all know he was good in the Euro 2016. He's very, very good for France, as I said. Got France to the quarterfinals in 2014 as well. Did Antoine Griezmann in the current process. And as I said, his versatility, would be very, very beneficial if he was to make a move to Manchester United. And could Man United make a move for him in January? But Real Sociedad, he was very, very good. And that's when, when he'd risen up the ranks, when he won the title with Real Sociedad, scored 52 goals in just over 2 century appearances across his 5 seasons there. And that's when he become a world-class striker, did Antoine Griezmann, as we all know. But he did estimate 6 out of 10. It looked likely it was going to happen, but it never happened due to the transfer ban. And that was our main priority target. And I thought we was going to get a deal over the line. There'd been talks going on, and they looked realistically, Man United were going to get a deal over the line. But it was just a transfer ban that stopped Manchester United getting Antoine Griezmann as well. And saying about Gareth Bale as well, £136 million, Manchester United can afford that, we're one of the richest clubs in the world, we're up there with Manchester City, we're up there with Real Madrid and Barcelona and all that, the richest clubs, so we can afford £136 million, and that's on 2 Galactico players, because Griezmann's world class, Bale's world class, when he's not injured and when he's fully fit. Bale is world class and he can perform very, very well on day, but he's injury, he's injury prone, and that would concern Jose Mourinho in the current process as well. It would concern Jose Mourinho, due to that Bale has got a record of injuries, as we are all aware of as well. He's got a record of injuries as Gareth Bale as well, so that would concern me a bit. But we do need a winger, because Jose Mourinho didn't get Ivan Perisic in the August window. That was our main priority target, to strengthen that flank position up, but we didn't get Perisic because we wasn't willing to meet the £48 million. So Gareth Bale could still be possible, as I said, because Real Madrid now are willing to actually offload him. As I said, we know that this is our 3rd attempt if we are to show our interest in the player. He has got a contract with Real Madrid until 2022 as Bale. This is his 5th season now in the process with Real Madrid, because Real Madrid have purchased him for £85 million from Tottenham Hotspur. He's got his Premier League proven, as we all know, is Gareth Bale, so it'd be fantastic. And like I was saying about Griezmann, he's never had Premier League experience, so I'd like to see him come to the Premier League to see how he'd perform. He's been world class in Spain as Griezmann, but Gareth Bale, we know he'd be fantastic for the Premier League, because he's been in the Premier League before, so he's got experience of being in the Premier League, during 6 fantastic years with Tottenham. It'd be fantastic, to see Bale in a Manchester United shirt as well. But Bale, good when he's fully fit, good physical attributes, can cross a ball. He's got tremendous speed, the pace, he's agile, he's skillful. When he's fully fit, Bale is absolutely, world class in my opinion. Not the best, but he's still world class in my opinion when he's fully fit, Gareth Bale. But as I said, he's won 10 honours with Real Madrid. He's won 3 Champions Leagues in 4 seasons with Real Madrid. And as I said, we went for him during the David Moyes era, but we never ever got a deal of land. And that was the part, during the David Moyes era, we went for Bale and we went for Cesc Fabregas, but we didn't get either of the players as well. During the Moyes era, we got Mata, didn't we? And we got Marion Fellaini as well. But Bale would be fantastic. As I said, he is injury prone, so that would concern. But the Real Madrid board have been under pressure to get rid of Bale due to his injuries, and we know he risen up the ranks for Southampton. With Tottenham in 6 good years there, made 146 appearances, scored 42 goals for Tottenham as well. And Real Madrid this season, he's been sidelined since September. He made 5 appearances, 2 goals. And Man United were willing to pay up to a staggering £100 million for Bale back in August as well in the process, and that's a lot of money considering he's good, but that's a lot of money for a player, that's known for injuries, he's injury prone, so that is a lot of money. So as I said, it could still possibly happen. Man United could still revive the interest in Gareth Bale as well. But I think Real Madrid and Florentino Perez are looking to generate the funds that they paid for him from Tottenham back in 2013, which was about 85 million pound as well for the player. So Man United reportedly willing to put 136 million pound in for Bale and Griezmann. Some people say that may be cheap, you know, for two fantastic players. You know, one's known for injuries, the other's not known for injuries, but that's what would concern me about Bale. I think he'd dramatically improve our, you know, our wing position, but he's known for injuries, so that would concern me. Griezmann, I'd have no concerns because he's a world-class striker anywhere, and also he can play in other positions as well, so that would be a very, very beneficial, as we all know as well. But obviously, another player, as we all know, Mesut Ozil's also another player that's been on Jose Mourinho's agenda. Ozil has been linked to Manchester United for weeks and weeks and weeks now. It did say Arsenal were willing to offload him for £30 million, Mesut Ozil as well. But he has been linked to a move to Manchester United because reportedly he did tell his teammates that he did want to join Manchester United, did Mesut Ozil in the process. And reportedly, you know, Arsene Wenger now actually believes that Ozil and Sanchez, you know, do actually, you know, want to stay at Arsenal Football Club. Because Ozil, you know, Jose Mourinho classifies him as a good number 10. And Jose Mourinho maybe, you know, he may want to reunite with Mesut Ozil again, you know. After them two, you know, were fantastic together at Real Madrid. You know, them two were fantastic together at Real Madrid. You know, they had 3 fantastic years together. Did Ozil and, you know, Jose Mourinho. They had 3 fantastic years together. And since he's been at Arsenal, you know, we know he's made over a century appearances, Mesut Ozil. This is his 5th season now in the process with Arsenal. He's Ozil's made over century appearances. And Arsenal paid just over £42 million for him from Real Madrid, so he has got experience of playing in Spain. He's got now experience of playing in the Premier League, but I said he may want to elevate to a higher level, you know, challenge for trophies. And with Arsenal, he's not going to be doing this because simply Arsenal still need to have depth and character into their squad, and they're simply not good enough at the moment. Arsenal, because I think the ones went 9 years, did it? 9 years, did they? Without winning the trophy. They are the current FA Cup. They are the record holders of the FA Cup, you know, 13 times. But for these players such as Ozil, Sanchez, that may not be enough for them. But as I said, he has been linked to a move away. We know the contract talks have stalled, so in the process, Ozil is nowhere near securing a new deal with Arsenal. He did say he was actually demanding to wear Jack Wilshere's number 10 shirt. Ozil as well. He's the one that wear Jack Wilshere's number 10 shirt if he's possibly signing a new deal. As we all know, he's also been demanding a higher wage increase as well as Mesut Ozil with Arsenal Football Club. But he's a player that's got a record of assists. You know, he's very, very good at finding assists. He did it with Real Madrid, and since he's been in the Premier League, he has got a record of assists. I think he's, you know, produced over 40 odd assists as Mesut Ozil. I think at Manchester United, Mesut Ozil would be fantastic. But reportedly, you know, Barcelona are reportedly now interested in Mesut Ozil from Arsenal. I think there may be, you know, I think Barcelona, you know, have still got they've got quite a few players on their agenda of Barcelona. But what I'm saying is I think they may be using Ozil as an alternative if they don't get the pursuit of Philippe Coutinho in the January transfer window, as I said earlier on. So basically now I think Barcelona are frustrated, you know, with their pursuit of Philippe Coutinho. They're frustrated about this, so reportedly Barcelona are weighing up other options, and, you know, they may be weighing up other alternatives if they don't get the pursuit of Philippe Coutinho. And as I said, Griezmann hasn't been their main priority target, but he may be there as an alternative, Griezmann, for Barcelona if they don't get the pursuit of Coutinho. Now they've put Ozil possibly, you know, as an alternative if they don't get the pursuit of Philippe Coutinho as well. So I think now Barcelona are eyeing a move now on Ozil, and they may consider even making a move for Ozil in the January transfer window, Barcelona as well. But as I'm saying, Philippe Coutinho, in my opinion, is still Barcelona's main priority target, as we all know. He's still Barcelona's main priority target because Barcelona are seeing him as a long-term replacement for Iniesta as well. Obviously, he's got a lifetime contract extension with Barcelona, but they're seeing him as a lifetime contract extension. He signed a lifetime contract extension. Barcelona are seeing Coutinho as a long-term replacement because Coutinho made it clear, he put the transfer request in August, that he did want to leave Liverpool Football Club. And with Liverpool, he's not, you know, going to be winning silverware. And with under Jurgen Klopp especially, and, you know, with Barcelona, if he goes there, he's going to be a much, much bigger club. He's going to be playing amongst better players. He's going to be challenging for trophies. And with Liverpool, especially, because Liverpool still needs to strengthen up, especially defensively. He's not going to be doing this with Liverpool Football Club, is Coutinho. But as we all know, Barcelona had been in talks with Liverpool back in August. Barcelona had 3 bids. Barcelona put 3 bids in. Liverpool turned these 3 bids down because Liverpool were not willing to offload Philippe Coutinho in the current process. And as it stands now, Liverpool value Coutinho around 130 odd million pound. They value Coutinho around about 130 odd million pounds. So this is what Liverpool want if they had to sell him in January. But it did say Barcelona are eyeing a fresh bid of 106 million in January for Philippe Coutinho as well. And it did confirm the other week that reportedly Coutinho had been house hunting in Spain as well, because he's got experience of playing in Spain, because he played with Espanyol. Also got experience of playing in Italy, because he played with Inter Milan as well. And obviously Liverpool had paid 8.5 million from Inter Milan. This is his 5th season now in the process with Liverpool. He's become one of the most creative, agile midfield, distinct in his play, creative. Hasn't been his best this season, due to injuries as Philippe Coutinho. But I think Luis Suarez would definitely want him there. Because he dramatically, improved Barcelona's squad as well with Philippe Coutinho. But he did recently say he's still happy, with Liverpool Football Club, because he is still under contract with Liverpool, don't forget, until 2022 is Coutinho as well. He's made over a century, he's made over a century appearances now in the Premier League as the player, as we all know. So I still think that's on Barcelona's still... Bye, guys. I still think, guys, honest to God, I still think that Coutinho is on Barcelona's. I think it's Barcelona's main prize target is Philippe Coutinho, but they have got quite a few alternatives of Barcelona if they do fail with the pursuit of Philippe Coutinho as well in the current process. And so the main part of this video basically is about Willian from Chelsea. Reportedly, as I've just said, Man United could make a move for him in January. Reportedly, that Willian is frustrated, especially under Conte, with the lack of game time he's receiving. We know Willian, as I said earlier on, has worked with Jose Mourinho in the past. As I said, Willian, this is his 5th season of process with Chelsea, because he joined Chelsea in 2013. Did Willian, as I said, very, very good with Shakhtar Donetsk. Had 6 fantastic years. Shakhtar Donetsk did Willian. He won 5 Ukraine Premier League titles, Ukraine Cup, quite a few Ukraine Super Cups as well. He won the UEFA Super Cup as well. So won quite a few honours there. And at Chelsea, he's won, League Cup, Premier League with Chelsea as well as Willian, and he can play attacking mid. He can also play as a winger as well, and he's only started 6 games in the Premier League this season as Willian as well. But I think there were talks about this towards the end of the window of Willian reportedly, being linked with a move to Old Trafford, but it never ever materialised. Well, he made his international debut in 2011 for Brazil as well, did the player, and he's made about 141 appearances for Chelsea. Scored 19 goals as the player, and that's a big main part of this video. What else would I going to update you on as well? And as I did also, update you earlier on, guys, wasn't it, about Ander Herrera? Very, very good news, basically, because we know, obviously, Ander Herrera's also been on Barcelona's agenda. Also, Atletico Madrid have showed an interest in Ander Herrera as well, because obviously Ander Herrera has had experience of playing in Spain as well, as we all know. But I think Man United were in the process of trying to secure Ander Herrera a new deal at Old Trafford. But we haven't secured him a new contract at all at Old Trafford. We've just currently activated a clause in his current contract, and we did have the option to put a 1-year extension on his contract, which would take him until 2019 with Manchester United, and that's what we've done. We've activated a clause in his contract. We've put a 1-year extension on his current contract, so that puts him under contract with Manchester United until 2019. So he can't basically leave Manchester United until 2018. Or 2018 and 2019, He cannot leave Manchester United as well. He's nearly made a century appearance in the Premier League. As I said, he hasn't been the best this season, as Ander Herrera, by all means. He hasn't been the best, as we all know. But I think, as I said, he does better in a three-man midfield, than he definitely does in a two, does under Herrera as well. He does better in a three-man midfield. He won the club's player of the year last season, did under Herrera, due to his fantastic performances. Made his international debut in 2016. He's won tournaments for Spain at the under-20 and under-21 level, as under Herrera as well, but I think he was keen on making a move on there because obviously he wants first team football week in, week out. Now with Manchester United, he hasn't been getting that this season. He's had a lot of lack of game time, especially since the arrival of Nemanja Matic. He's fallen down the pecking order as under Herrera. And now especially Paul Pogba's recovered from injury, as well, and Fellaini and stuff. Ander Herrera, may proper now fall down the pecking order with Manchester United. So this is he may want to leave the club, but he's got experience of playing in Spain. So maybe in 2018, 2019 he may leave Old Trafford. Then Ander Herrera, and this is his fourth season now in the process with Man U. We've still got other players that are coming to the end of the contract, as I said. And I think them certain players that are coming to the end of the contracts, we also have an option to put 1 year extensions and a further 12 months on their current contracts as well. So that's very, very good news indeed. What else was I going to say? And but saying about Mesut Ozil, he could still potentially make a move to Manchester United, as I said, even though now he's on Barcelona's agenda, he's on our agenda. And as I'm saying, and Arsenal, have got not only Ozil come to the end of his deal, we also mentioned Jack Wilshere as well, haven't we? And we also mentioned Alexis Sanchez. He's another player that's refusing to sign a new deal. And Arsenal did say they're willing to sell Sanchez for 20-30 million in January. They also did say they're willing to sell Ozil for 30 million in January as well. So obviously Arsenal are eyeing out replacements, as we all know. But saying about Sanchez, he's refusing to sign a new deal. He's also been demanding a higher wage increase as well as Alexis Sanchez, and we know a lot of teams have actually been interested in Alexis Sanchez from Arsenal Football Club, and he has refused to sign a new deal. This is now his fourth season of the process with Arsenal. Arsenal paid £35 million for him for Barcelona, and with Barcelona, in his last season now, he was fantastic. He scored 21 goals for Barcelona. Amazing international debut in 2006. But Sanchez is very, very good. Plays attacking mid. I think his advanced role is the number 7, can play attacking mid, can play on each flank as well, can Alexis Sanchez. But he is a fantastic player with Arsenal Football Club, as I said. But he's definitely made over century appearances now with Arsenal Football Club as Alexis Sanchez. Wenger's still convinced that Sanchez and Ozil want to stay at the club, as I said the other day. But a lot of teams have been interested, and I still think, City have emerged as fullness to go on and get him. I think Sanchez is keen on, reuniting with Pep Guardiola, and I think Pep Guardiola's, keen on reuniting with Sanchez because they worked together fantastic well at Barcelona. As I said, he's won 3 FA Cups in 4 seasons of Arsenal. He scored 2 goals on 2. He scored on 2 occasions in the FA Cup final, I think, as well, did Alexis Sanchez. He just quoted how he wanted Champions League football. This is the first time Arsenal have not had it in 2 decades as well. Sanchez did put a good performance in at the weekend against Tottenham as well, so but I still think he wants to leave anywhere. It could be available for £20-30 million in January, so I think Manchester City, may go for him in January, may wait until next summer when he becomes a free transfer. But as I said, Arsenal would rather cash in for him rather than let him go on a free next summer. And, he's got experience of being in Italy as well with underknees, as Alexis Sanchez as well. But I'm pretty convinced that he will leave. Paris Saint-Germain have also been interested in him as well. But I'm convinced he will leave Alexis Sanchez. But obviously Arsenal, have had quite a few players on their agenda, to try and, find a replacement for Sanchez as well. So basically, that's mainly about it for today. Drop your comments, like us below on the channel. If you do, consider subscribe as always, guys, and take it easy, guys, and I'll see you all later. Take care. Bye.